Coming closer. AI isn't coming from marketing agencies. It's already eaten the ones that deserved it. Here's what's actually happening right now. Your clients are paying $8,000 a month for deliverables AI can produce in less than a minute. Posts, caption, basic ad copy, and reports pulled from dashboards. They know it, you know it. They're not oblivious to any of this stuff that's happening. They're just still writing the checks while they figure out what to do next. The agencies pretending that this isn't happening, they're not in denial, they're just out of time. But here's the part no one is actually saying out loud, and it's the whole point of why I made this video. Because we need to be honest about what's already gone. No sugarcoating. Basic content production. If your agency's pitch is we'll write your caption and post 3 times a week, that's not a service anymore. That's a prompt. Cookie cutter ad management. Running standard campaigns with basic targeting and calling in a strategy doesn't exist anymore. AI optimizes that, and it optimizes it better than most junior media buyers. Then that's just the truth. The reporting theater. If someone on your team spends their week pulling numbers into slides and making pie charts look pretty, that role is gone or will be. AI does it faster, and it doesn't need a standing desk to do it. These weren't premium services to begin with. They were tasks dressed up as strategy. And that is where the whole problem lies. Agencies build their pricing on doing, not thinking. AI does, human thinks. The math only works one way now. So yes, task-based agencies are in trouble. But the story doesn't end there, because on the other side of this shift, there's an actual big opportunity. It's one that we've dove into, and hundreds of agencies are jumping on board. I'm going to tell you the secret of what it is. Okay, so here is what AI still cannot do, and this is where the real conversation, in my opinion, starts. AI can write a brief and can talk about some different ad segments. It can write 50 ad headlines in 10 seconds. But what it cannot tell you is whether your positioning is broken, whether your audience shifted, or whether scaling right now would just accelerate the conversion problem or not. Because that takes judgment, human judgment. Because relationships, they're built on trust, and they're built on your knowledge and your history. That's why people work with you. Your best clients don't stay because of your reporting or your deck looks pretty. They stay because you answered the phone when something was broken, and because you talked them out of a bad decision before they made it. AI doesn't do empathy very well. It doesn't do, I've got you. Creative direction with taste. You see, AI generates. It can generate thousands of concepts in no time. But humans decide what's right for the brand. Who looks at 100 AI outputs and knows which one is actually on brand? Who says this one's sharp and the rest are noise? That's still a human's call each and every time. And this is the gap smart agencies are running through right now. They're not competing against AI. They're building around what AI can't touch. And by the way, if all this is landing, I'd love for you to hit subscribe. We publish marketing strategies that actually move the needle, no fluff, no recycled takes. Back to the video. Okay, so what does a winning agency look like from here on out? Well, that's simple. They stopped selling tasks and they started selling outcomes. It used to be, we'll post it for you, but that's a task. Anybody can do that. But we'll build a system that turns your traffic into compounding revenue. That's an outcome, and people love outcomes. AI doesn't own outcomes. Operators do. The agencies that thrive in this environment aren't fighting the tools. They're using AI to handle the execution and charging for the thinking that drives it. Strategy, creative direction, system architecture, growth accountability, that's the model. Faster execution, higher value thinking, better results. The agencies that don't make that shift, they're going to compete on price, and you do not want to run that race. They're going to compete on price with a tool that costs $20 a month. And that is not a fight worth having. I mean, look, nobody wants to rebuild the business model they've been running for a decade. I get it. But the agencies that adapt aren't just surviving this. They're taking market share from the ones who won't. So, will AI put marketing agencies out of business? No. Is AI putting lazy agencies out of business? Hell yes. The ones that show up with deliverables instead of strategy, the ones that confuse activity with impact. If you're willing to stop selling tasks and start building systems, if you're willing to lead with judgment, not just execution, you don't just survive this, you win it. I'd love for you to drop a comment and tell me what's the one thing AI can never replace about how you work. I want to hear it. Subscribe to 77 Collective for more of this, and we'll see you in the next video.